Bonjour, teacup.
That's dope.
Boom, 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 boom. What's up, Alex? Go watching Noise play Overwatch. Boo, 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 boo. What's up, Woody?
Hello there.
Hello, teacup. How's it going, dude? Friday.
This is the last stream I might be able to attend.
Oh no! No. Why? What's happening? Gotta go. Gotta go to
let's see,
Florida land.
Yeah, amen to Florida land.
Amen
Well,
to Florida land.
See, here's the thing. It's not that I'm not going to be able to. It's that I'm probably going to be at the park.
Yeah, don't worry about streaming at the park. Although they probably have
Yeah, you
decent
know what?
Wi-Fi
I'm
there,
going to
right?
be on Space Mountain.
Yeah, be on
and I'm gonna
Space.
be watching
Yeah,
Dr.
tune in,
Gold.
dude. Tune in, dude. Tune in at the top, dude. Get there.
I
at the
waited
top.
3 hours in line to get on this ride. Nope, gotta watch Goldstream.
What's up? What's up, Woody?
I
Woody?
did get this.
Woody, your mic's not working, dude. Can't hear you. And put a shirt on, please. So I gotta disable your video, dog. Oh man, these kids sometimes.
Oh, it doesn't have a shirt.
Ugh, I know. I get it. It's hot. Honestly, I would not wear a shirt if I could, but I don't know. It's probably something with kids and stuff. I probably have to on or something. All right. I'll go.
Now goes. So I got this. I kidnapped this for my brother. It's like a backbone or something. It's
A backbone?
Thing for you.
What's
Yeah,
a
look it up.
backbone?
Yeah,
Okay.
I took his backbone out. I have his spine.
You have his vertebrae, dude? What's it called?
Yeah.
Backbone gaming thing?
Yeah. It's the
Ultimate-
off-brand. It's
Ultimate-
the off-brand Steam Deck.
Oh, I've heard about these. Yeah, you can use your phone to like play on. You need a phone for
Luckily
this.
me, yeah. Well, everyone has a phone nowadays. Your 2-year-old has a phone.
I know. That's cool.
It's luckily for me. I got a 30-day free trial, even though I should have a year's free trial.
Free trial of
But-
what?
To use it, you need money.
Wait, what? So wait, you're already paying for the hardware, obviously, right? You already buy this
Yes.
thing, but then they charge a subscription on top of that.
Well, to be able to do all the cool stuff with it, you need to pay for. Here, I'm gonna try streaming like Fallout 4 real quick. And tune into my Fallout 4 stream.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if this works. I need to link my Twitch real quick.
So wait, this is their own app. They have an app as well with it.
Oh yeah, they have an app. It's like their own hub thing. It's like its own OS.
Okay, and I guess they have partnerships with Xbox and whatever.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation Remote Play, Amazon Remote Play, Luna, Google Stadia, dude. Rest in peace. And Steam Link. Interesting. How do they have these?
Okay, 1 minute. I'm gonna try start broadcast. Yo, I think I'm streaming now.
On what? On Twitch?
Yeah,
find you?
check out Twitch. Yeah,
Good.
go on Twitch and find me.
Okay, what's your Twitch?
It's Infamous Teacup. Yeah, I think I'll just send the link. Do that.
Is this you? Playing on Backbone, Team Fortress. Oh, you play TF2. TF2 is a dope game, dude. I like TF2. Fun game.
Hold on, if I do this. Oh wait, I have to take this off real quick. Give me a minute.
Okay. This is cool. Let me see. Like, what is the subscription?
Yo, can you hear me?
I can, dude. What's going on, dude?
Oh, you can hear me?
I can, dude. What's going on? What's going on, dude?
You
It's
said
it's
you
$50.
can.
I couldn't earlier, but I can now. So.
Oh, because I'm on PC, my iPad's fricked up or something.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't know.
Interesting. They charge $50 a year for this.
For what?
For this, like, I'm confused, like, what the software actually does, because it feels like you also then need to pay for, like, Xbox Remote Play, PlayStation Remote Play.
Let's go. We got a Mega Toucan. Hey. Mega. Hey.
Okay, cool. Pretty cool thing. Pretty dope. Nice. Okay. Wait, is Teacup? Are you streaming anymore? I don't think he is. No, I don't. All good. All right, let's. Noise is
You
still
said
playing
we were
Overwatch.
gonna play,
We're gonna play Roblox later.
later?
Yeah, we're gonna play some Roblox.
I
But-
don't even know if I can even say because I'm gonna fall asleep.
You're gonna fall asleep? What? Because it's 8 o'clock over there? Is it 9 o'clock?
Yes, it is 9 o'clock.
Where do you live that it's 9 o'clock? I'm confused. What's
We
what's
drive
this?
like 18 hours.
No, but
away to this
where
place.
where in the United States is it 4
Not
hours
in
away?
United States, in Canada.
You're in Canada. Oh, okay. Is that real? Is there a time zone in Canada that's 4 hours different
now-
than the US?
No,
Sir, it's a 1 hour difference.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let me see.
1 hour difference.
What is it? What is it? Canadian.
It's a 1 hour
zones.
difference. You have your own time zone.
If I was at
Okay,
home, it would
Newfoundland.
have been the
Dude, this is
same
dude.
time.
What? Where's like? I just want a picture of this. Oh, okay. Here we go. Ah, okay. You must be on like the far like right side. Yeah. Oh, very cool. I didn't know this. Yeah, I was like, dude, how can you be in North America and it be 4 hours of difference? Okay, because you can be in these time zones, the Atlantic Standard Time. Wait, there's
I
one
know
where
the
it's wait, whoa,
Russian.
whoa, 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 whoa. It's 3.5 hours. It's not like a solid no. It's not a solid number. It's 3.5 hours. Wait, why would you move it by half an hour? Excuse me?
3 hours
Go.
and 30 minutes or trying to
Go.
say.
Dude, what the hell? Who moves the time zone by 30 minutes?
Go
Yeah,
get on
Nova
me.
Scotia. What's up? What do you
You're
want to
my-
get on?
I'm streaming.
It says you're not.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, now
Playing
you are.
Battlefield
Oh,
42.
very cool. Okay, so wait, explain this to me. Do you need to pay for this? Do you need Xbox Remote Play? Or is okay? So here,
Yes.
so you need to pay for this as well. So on top of
You need to pay.
on
to
top of
play-
buying the Backbone, on top of buying the companion app, you then also need to pay for Xbox Remote Play.
Oh no, the companion app is technically free, but you need to pay.
No,
Like,
it's not free after the first year, apparently.
well, yeah, pretty much.
This,
Mostly, yeah.
dude, I hate how these guys they get you, dude. They get you with these
So
subscriptions.
technically, you don't have to.
Why?
you don't
Because
have
Xbox
to
has an
buy
app.
it.
Does Xbox already have an app?
Both Xbox and PlayStation has an app where you can.
Yeah,
like,
just
do
play
it on
using the
there.
app.
But it's a lot easier using the hub.
I see.
Xbox Cloud Gaming and GeForce Now is mainly for if you lag or like for example.
You just don't have the hardware, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you don't have the hardware for it, I
example-
understand.
for example, you don't have the hardware for it. Plus, just in case maybe you don't have storage on your computer or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Yeah, if you have the game, if you bought the game, if it was like $40, if you bought the game, yeah, you can play it. If you didn't buy the game,
Then you have to pay for the
then
game
you
inside
can't-
the game as well.
Yeah,
Dude,
you
this-
have to pay
Dude, this
for the
is too
game
much,
first.
dude. I feel like I'm wearing like 6 condoms, like trying to play a video game. Like, what? Why is it like I gotta pay for the companion app, then I gotta pay for the Xbox Live service, then I gotta pay for the game? Like, what? Why? Why are there so
No,
many
you don't-
things you have
I
to
don't-
pay for?
There's nothing. You don't have to pay for anything but the game. That's it.
Well, according to
No,
this one, you have
actually,
to pay for the
no.
companion app. Yeah, and then if
No,
you're
you
playing,
don't need
Yes.
the companion app, but you do need either Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Remote.
exactly, yes, you need PlayStation Remote or Xbox Game Pass, which is another
Oh.
subscription.
What the hell?
I know, dude. I couldn't keep up.
Just continue watching my stream. Just let me read the user agreement first.
Okay, yeah. Well, wait. Well, we gotta do some math stuff too.
No. This is my
He says
stream.
no. This is Friday. This is a gaming
No,
stream.
no.
This is now a gaming stream.
Yep.
Uh,
We're going to actual recess.
what was it? The cable streaming meme. This is kind of the whole thing where so you know the whole reason why people started to like cut cable is because cable bills were getting excessive. You know, probably around when you guys were young, but it used to be like you paid like $60 or $70 to have access to all these channels, and then and then things like Netflix and whatnot were like, oh, you know, cut cable. Don't pay $70 for all these channels you don't use. Just give us like $10 a month and you'll get access to Netflix. But then everybody else started doing the same shit. And now basically what you have is you have cable again. Because if you want access to all these things, it ends up being the same price that cable was. Yeah, cable was like $80 or $90 a month for like all the access and all the TV stuff, and now you're basically paying the same amount. I don't know.
And then hackers came along, and you can download everything.
Yeah, you can get things for free. I mean, you can. I mean, the other one I think is funny is the Amazon book killer meme. Like, this is just too funny. It's what? No. What is it? Amazon bookstore meme. I don't know if you guys.
It's over, guys.
I don't know if you guys know like how Amazon started. Amazon started because they were mainly just a bookstore. Is what they were. So Amazon didn't start by selling, you know, I don't know, dog chew toys and shit. Like, no, they only sold books. Their whole thing was that, you know, places like Barnes and Noble, you know, all these bookstores are dumb. Let's create an online way for you to buy books, and we'll ship them to you. And then Jeffy Bezos was like, oh wait, if I can sell books, like why can't I sell everything? So he ended up putting a lot of bookstores out of business, like early on, because bookstores can't compete with Amazon in terms of pricing, you know, not having to pay for a storefront, not having to pay employees to ring up things and whatnot. Like, but then it's hilarious because now Amazon is opening their own bookstores. So I don't know. It's such a cycle, right? Amazon came into business to destroy physical bookstores. Then they came to prominence. Now they're opening bookstores again. Just like, what? What? I've been a net pirate since WinMX. What's WinMX, dude? Go look that up. All right, then we're gonna do math. I promise. WinMX.
Windows
Ooh.
Music.
Oh wow, WinMX. Oh wow. I don't even think I knew this one because wait, I was 10 years old when this happened. Okay, I'm not even from WinMX. You know, my days are LimeWire, Kazaa. You know, all those good ones. What was it? Kazaa. Yeah, here we go. If you guys remember this. Yeah, eMule. Yes, dude. These were all eDonkey. These were all the. I didn't know about WinMX. That's actually interesting. Yeah, these were all the ways that we used to download like movies and music. We used to do this all the time.
Show us.
Yeah, it was like it was here. It looked something like this. You'd be like, oh, everyone would be like, oh, I have these files. You want to come get these files from me? And then people would host them, and you would just download them.
Damn.
It was cool. The problem was there was a lot of hackers on this, and you ended up downloading a lot of viruses. Yeah, on dial-up. Yeah, this was a mess. So I ended up just going. What's up? How do I know what?
How did you know if it's not or is corrupted?
You did it. You just had to like kind of trust, you know. And this is why.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, people would download stuff and really just end up really screwing their computers up. This is why then antivirus software became a thing because you know. Because you didn't know what was corrupted and what wasn't, you know.
Damn.
Old times. Anyways, all right, let's start off the stream. All right, welcome everyone to Office Hours. My name is Dr. Gold. This is Actual Education. The stream that helps you out with math, homework, science, homework, all that fun stuff. Teacup, we're gonna do your question first, because yeah, he says real quick. I gotta stop playing games. Dude,
No, hold on. I'm done playing games. But the cool thing about this, it is actually like pretty small, and
Okay.
it extends to fit anything. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's the length of an iPad.
7
That's what it
megabytes
is.
an hour. I do remember that sensation, bro. Dude, I remember, yeah, like kilobytes is what like all we could download. Yeah.
Okay, so it goes from the size of like an iPhone 5 to the size of a new iPad.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, back to math.
Okay, back to math. Okay. So earlier, we did this. We found out the what was it? The surface area, right? Of
Oh, we're doing this.
well, we're gonna do the actual other parts of it. Is what we're gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
And we found out that this was actually wrong. Because this needed
Yeah,
to be a plus sign. They screwed this up. This should have been a plus sign.
Yep, we
Okay.
blame Harvard.
We do. Blame Harvard. Yeah, don't go to Harvard. It's okay. You can go to Harvard if you want.
Go to Gold Academy.
Gold Academy. Yeah, maybe I'll start my own like online university, but better than like University of Phoenix.
State University.
Yo, that would be sick.
I miss the noise from the
Free
modem.
tuition.
Yeah.
Sign me up, bro, right away.
No, all his moderators get free tuition on God.
Oh
I
god.
know, right?
Yeah. Free tuition, free books. Yeah.
Free everything.
Free everything, dude.
Free education.
What was it? Okay, so this needs to be plus. Okay, so then what they said was the outer radius is 1. So the outer radius was y, so they plugged that in here. And then we have this. Okay, so here's a function, okay, that describes what the surface area is, teacup, right? This is a function, all right? And this is for a disk, or like kind of like a, let's just call it like a wheel. I think a wheel is probably a better thing to call this thing. Kind of fucking weird. Like a thimble or something. Looks like this, okay. And they said this was for some sort of object that had a radius, an outer radius, they said, of this, which was y, which they're saying equal to 1. And then an inner radius of the hole in the center, they said this was x, and that's equal to whatever, okay? So it's a washer. Yeah, it's like a washer. Actually, it literally is a washer. I think this literally is a washer, yeah. So, Sensation, we went over this last time, like, what the surface area of this whole thing would be, which would be, basically, you'd need to find the surface area of a donut top, multiply that by 2. Right, that's what, here, I'm probably gonna, where's my paint bucket? There's my bucket. No, bucket. Bucket. All right, there we go. Right. Basically, we have to find, like, what the surface area of this thing would have been. Times 2. So this area would be pi r squared. And, okay, let's say, for instance, okay, this color is awful. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's say this was y, and let's say this was equal to x, Sensation. Then this red area here would be pi y squared minus pi x squared. Because pi r squared is what we call like the area of a area of an entire circle. And how we determine this is this right here. This pi y squared is like the area of the big circle, and then the pi x squared is like circle. Is like the area of this thing. So if you subtract these two, you end up getting this. You get the area in between. Is what it comes from. And then so there's 2 of those, right? Because you have one donut top on the bottom, one donut top on the one donut top on the top, one donut top on the bottom. So that's why this was 2 pi, and then this is y squared minus x squared. But they say y is equal to 1 here, is what we say. And then, yeah, I think the 2 pi r that you're getting from, that's the outside edge here, which that's the 2 pi y for the outside side wall, and then 2 pi x for the inside side wall. What's up, Noise? Did you win your Overwatch game? I always enjoy kind of watching. I need to play some Overwatch. I haven't played it in a while. Okay. Cool. All right, we got that equation. All right, so TK, here's a good question. It says, using that f of x is the surface area, which we've determined, on what intervals, a to b, do we need to consider f? Looks like some fancy math terms, right? Like a little confusing?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So let's try to think what this means. Okay. When they say on what interval a to b, what is this referring to? What does the interval a to b mean? What is this what does the interval a to b mean? Try to think.
The integral or the interval?
The interval. Read the question, Teacup. Right here. What does this say?
I can't see. I'm blind.
Can't see, dude. What can you?
No, I can't.
That
Oh, I see it now.
this. What is this? What is the interval a to b?
Well, I would assume it would be the distance between A to B.
So when they say interval a to b,
Would
This
that
is-
mean the numbers between it?
you did good. This means what numbers can x be? That's what they're asking.
Numbers can be anything above A and anything below B.
Good. So then what's a and what's b? If
Well, I don't know.
well, okay. Let's remember what does x describe in our washer here? What does x describe?
The radius of the inner circle.
Good. What is the minimum radius that inner circle can be?
A. I don't know.
No.
Uh,
Okay. How small can I make this hole?
I don't know. As I don't know.
Think about it.
Half the diameter.
No, I can make it smaller than that. How small can I make it?
As small as possible until there's no
What's-
hole.
Good. Exactly. Yes, dude. Okay, but what's as small as possible that there's no hole? What size would that be?
Practically zero.
That's dope.
Yes, 0. Thank you. Okay. So yes. So the low end here, Teacup, this is 0. That's the low end for the interval. That's the smallest I could make this hole. Is that there's basically no hole, okay?
The biggest you can make the hole would be to. The biggest you can make the hole is only as big as the actual circle.
Good. And how big is the actual circle?
How big is the actual circle?
Yeah, how big is it? What did we remember? The x is the inner radius and y is the outer radius, but y is equal to something. What did they tell it
Well,
was?
we want this. We want the circumference of.
No. Don't worry about circumferences and shit yet. Like,
Y is the diameter of the entire thing.
the radius of the
No,
entire thing.
radius of the entire thing.
So that's the biggest it can be. So this interval a to b is 0 to 1. You see that?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. This is a classic example of how in math they try to use big fancy words and stuff to like scare you guys, but it's not that bad if you know how to translate, I guess. And I'm happy to be your translator. Actually, you know what's very interesting?
Well, I need a translator. Teach me.
I know y'all do. Okay, wait, what's this guy? Who's the guy that worked on the hydrogen bomb? He's a Russian dude. You guys know this guy Zelgo, whatever the fuck, Zelgo.
I'm about to blimp.
Oh man, dude, what is
Yeah, I
it?
got this.
Zelgadovich. This is it. Yes, this is him. This is him. Okay, one sec. Zelgadovich. Math textbook archive.com. This guy's pretty cool. He's the only. This is very cool. He's the only Russian person to get, I don't know, 3 like I defended the motherland stars or something. Like, you know how like we have like the highest honor in the U.S. like you saved the U.S. or something. This guy apparently did it for the Soviet Union like 3 times. So they gave him 3 of them. And actually, I learned a funny story. Apparently, his driver's license photo was something like this. It was him, and you could like definitely see the 3 stars he had because he wanted to make sure anytime he got pulled over by the police or something, they were like, "Oh, this dude saved the country 3 times. Like, let's not like give him a ticket."
Let's let him break the law.
I know. Okay, but he had a book that he wrote for
Hello.
what's up, Rampton? Have you heard of this guy Zeldovich?
Zeldovich.
Very cool book. Here, I'm gonna post this on.
Sorry, I was at the gym.
That's
doing
good.
some kick-
I did leg day today. I was at the
Oh,
I'm gonna be doing like this.
But okay, this guy Zeldovich, he just wrote, this book is free. I put the link there in the Twitch if you guys want it. But it's pretty dope. He basically Zeldovich was mad at how the Russian system was going through teaching people math and whatnot. That he's like, I'm gonna write a book that teaches the math needed in order to do physics. So like basically, you know, skip all the fucking theories and whatever bullshit and like let me just teach you guys what you need to know, like what is a derivative, what's an integral, and like why you need it in order to do certain things in physics. So he has like applied math to problems of physics engineering. It's very cool. It's dope. Like he goes over like center of mass, like velocity, acceleration. This whole book is free. The only reason I know about this is one of the companies I work with, they work with a lot of UCLA professors, and one of the UCLA professors was telling me that in their physics 1A class, which is intro physics for engineers and scientists, that when they look at the bottom part of their grade distribution, like the kids that are like failing and not doing very well, the common thing amongst all of them is they went to some sort of community college, they transferred in, and they don't know fuck all about calculus. Reason being, and like calculus is a requirement to take this class, but I know what happened is that like during COVID, during whatever, these people just signed up for whatever like bullshit easy, calculus class was being taught online at a community college that they could just cheat and just, pay some dude over the internet to take the exams for them, and they got a nice grade. But now they're in UCLA physics and they don't know calculus. And if you don't know calculus and you're trying to take physics, you're gonna get screwed. So
Well, I have an issue.
What?
Well, it's not really a math issue. I'm taking an 8P class, which is
Uh-huh.
it's fine on its own. It's not gonna be that hard. And then I gave out the reason. Oh my god, it's gonna be time, and I'm gonna die.
that's okay. All exams are timed. It's okay. Anyways,
Oh no, it's like 25 minutes.
that's okay. So, anyways, the point I'm trying to say here is that right. So what I've been tasked with is creating like a remedial calculus course for these kids so that they can learn the
Oh, you've
calculus
been
they're supposed to know.
tasked with this.
Well, I'm getting paid. So
Ooh.
yes, I will apparently see kinematics again in calculus. Yes, you will see it all the time. So it's good to learn it.
Wait, the U.S. government is paying you money?
No, a company is paying me.
The Australian government is paying
No,
you
not the
money?
Australian government. So,
The
anyways,
communist regime
the
is
book
paying
the
you
book
money?
this professor wants to use is this Zelgovich book, which I think is cool. I like the content in it. It's very it fits the bill of like teaching applied calculus, physics, whatever. The only problem I talk about is that if any like kid these days were to read, calculus instruction that was written during the Cold War, they would instantly get turned off by it. Like they would be scared. They'd be like, it just would like it would screw with them. So, what my job is to translate this into something that's like nicer words that make more sense to 2023.
Well, next time I see what you're doing to me. You're my tutor.
Yes.
Were you guys doing questions before this, by the way? Or?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're doing this. We're doing the second half of this question, Rampton.
Go join out my free personal tutor.
I am. I'm here 3 times a week. I always tell people
okay.
I'm free, dude. Yeah, no, we're doing this one. It's just Teacup was having this moment of he was like, oh, now it makes sense because it's not in like fancy math language. And I was like, yes. It's a beautiful example of like why I do what I do. I take a lot of like fancy math language stuff.
I'll tell you
Comprehensible.
guys the sad truth as well.
That's true.
If you
Sure.
want school to be your guide, you're gonna be disappointed. Because unfortunately, like in nowadays society, the school is there to take your money. I feel like,
Mhm.
unfortunately, right?
College
And
for sure.
one of the biggest reasons that I no longer wanted to go to academia was this. And so, and this isn't just from me as well. Like it comes from, professors that I've had. I've had friends who are like, in high level universities, and they're like, I want to just do research. I don't want to teach. Or they're like the other way around. They want to like teach, and then they just feel like, they have to do some kind of put out some kind of work as well. So, this is university and high school, unfortunately, because they pay so little to the teachers, they're not incentivized as well, right? And it makes sense because the guy is like, I'm worried about whether I'll have food to eat, and then people are like, teach math to kids, and he's like, I don't care, right? So
I don't get paid more.
yeah, he's like, if I got paid more, then I'll be motivated to teach math.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's it's not their fault as well that they are in that predicament as well. But so I understand.
But how do we like solve this, right? You know, this is
But
the
yeah.
big like, this is a societal problem. But at the end of the day, yeah, Ramton's right. So you can't rely on school to help you. It's unfortunate. You can't rely on your teacher. There are some teachers that will, you know, actually give a shit about you and like want to actually help you through class. Those teachers are gold. But
Yeah.
if you don't have those, you can come by here. Plenty of gold teachers on this stream.
Noise's teacher
Uh-huh.
feels like, from the things that Noise have told me, seems like he might be a guy that cares actually.
Right. Yeah. Gold
So,
are rare.
You know, but here's the thing though. When I say that, I don't mean to say like, oh, you're screwed. What I think is, if the school doesn't seem interesting to you, don't let that be the defining thing that makes you not be interested in like academia or like learning or whatever.
Yeah, don't let that be the deterrent. Gold is
So,
heavy.
yeah,
Gold is heavy. Noise. Okay.
Well, time to make that gold.
All right, let's go to this. Let's find the local maxima. This is a cool thing. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna translate this for you. Do you know what local maxima means?
Nope.
Okay. What does maxima mean?
That's your bean?
I-
There we go.
Means what? Teacup? What?
The highest possible.
The most. Yes, good. This is like the most. Okay. Local means like, you know, in the vicinity, right? You know, local news, like local news is news about your town, your city. Whereas, you know, global news is news about like the whole world, okay? So, this is what we mean by a local maxima. Teacup. Let's say I have a function, which is just like a graph, okay? Where do you think there would be some local maxima here? I'm going to put some number values. You tell me what numbers there are local maxima. This is x, y. Okay. What values of x are there local maxima? Teacup!
Hello.
Where are the
Teacup.
local maxima? Where are the local maxima, Teacup?
I
Teacup!
don't speak English.
Okay. Okay, no, you know, let me help you. You know, just don't sit there like a fucking Helen Keller mute dude. Like, you know, what
What do you say?
local maxima, we said, is like things that are the most, right, in like a certain like location or area, okay? So if I look at this graph here, this green graph, okay, where do I see things that are like the most? What values of x does that happen at?
Did you say something? Hello? Hello?
Yes, okay. Teacup, pay attention to me, please. Because eventually my patience runs out. Okay. Yeah. Where on this graph do we have local maxima? If you need help about like what a local maxima is, like ask me. Okay. Dark says 1 in 7. That is wrong. That's okay. I can't hear. Am I saying something? Yeah, I am. Can anybody else hear me? Like they can. Yeah, Nick can hear me. Okay. Teacup, fix your mic. Yeah. Yeah. Technical issues, dude. This is the bane of my existence, dude. Is like trying to, you know, it's one thing to like teach, and then you have to be, can I teach through technical difficulty? Like if I was in a classroom, there's a people's headphones are always working. So 7 and 1. Yeah, Teacup, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes. Hi.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Oh, my thing broke.
Your thing broke. Okay. What is always breaking on your headphones? Like, haven't I bought you a
I don't know,
headset?
No, you did not. Every time, like every now and then, this Discord stopped receiving audio.
Oh, okay. That's all right. All right. Here's a graph. I was asking.
The local maximum.
Yeah, where the local maxima for X here?
Well, it's 1 to infinity. I don't know.
No.
It's 1.
So 1 right here. This is not a maxima.
Zero.
Is this a max?
No.
No.
There would be y equals 1. But wait, it has to be half. It has to be the radius of the whole
No.
circle,
Don't worry
right?
about any of the radius shit. No. This is a completely different question.
Oh.
I'm saying for this graph, okay, where are the maxima? Like, where is the graph
Uh,
maximum?
Full.
4. Good. That's a maxima. Okay, good.
Yeah, and then the other maximum would be 7.
No.
Oh.
This is a maxima at 6. This
Oh,
is a
and
maxima
then 2 would
at
also
2.
be a maxima.
Yes.
So 2, 4, 6. 8,
2,
10.
4, and 6. Noy says, isn't 1 a local minima? I don't think so, because I think this is more the local minima. Okay. So yes, so these. What's up? What's up, Nika? What's up, Noise?
So I was correcting myself because Nick said 1 and 7 were local maxima, and I said he got it the wrong way around.
Yeah. So these are peaks here, Teacup. Okay. So they're kind of maxes, right? And they're called local maxes because they're the bumps.
The highest point.
Right. But there's only one global maxima. Global maxima is
That would be
what's the biggest one?
That would be I can't see it. 6.
No, that would be at
6
4.
or 4.
X equals 4. This is the biggest one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Cool. All right. Actually, let me not delete that. Okay. An important property, Teacup, of any sort of local maximum, okay, is that the derivative or the slope at a local maximum is equal to what? So this purple thing, this purple thing is what the slope is at different points. Okay. What's good? 0. Yeah. You see how the slope is 0
Yes.
at these peaks and whatnot? Good. Okay. Awesome. Right. So if you want to find, it's okay. If you want to find where a local maxima is, you need to find where on the graph the derivative, which is the slope, is equal to 0. Okay. And then you also need to prove, for instance, that it's doing this and it's not doing this. Because the slope is also 0 here, but this is what we call concave up, which means it's a minimum.
Concave and convex lenses. When?
Yeah, those are different things. Okay. Let's move this girl down. Okay.
I think I figured out the issue for the headphones.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay. All right.
It's because I'm using a PlayStation headphone.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let's find the local max on this interval, okay? Which, again, local max is where what happens? What is equal to 0?
The minimum okay, I can't fuck. The smallest circle possible.
No, don't worry about the circles. Don't worry about any of the circles. We're just saying for a
So
function.
we're talking about circles now. Oh,
We're just talking about a function, right?
0.
What happens when we're at a maximum with regards to the function?
Well, then it would be at its highest point.
At its highest point. And what happens at its highest point in terms of the slope?
At its highest point, it goes down to 0.
The slope is 0. Good. The way to say that is that f prime of x is equal to 0. Okay?
I just feel bad now. I'm testing your patience on that.
It's okay. It's okay. Like, don't worry. Like, you're at least intelligent, so it's okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I was lying now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So the derivative is equal to 0. So this is my function. My function is, what is this? F of x
Now you're so confused.
equals to 2 pi 1 plus x times x plus 2 pi 1 minus x squared. Okay?
Yes.
But I want to figure out what the derivative of this is. You know how to figure out what the derivative of this is?
Okay, well, let's see. Derivatives. Wait, do we have everything set up, or do you see like do a derivative?
We don't. Yeah, good. Yeah, so what I really need to do here, without like teaching you the chain rule and stuff, is I need to expand this stuff. Because I want to have it as just like single things all being multiplied. I don't want to have parentheses and shit. So this is the same thing as 2 pi plus 2 pi x.
Okay, so we're like distributing.
Mm-hmm. Wait, 2 pi... Wait, 1 sec, sorry. This is equal... there's an additional x here. Let's move the x like over here. Okay. So this is 2 pi x plus 2 pi x squared plus 2 pi minus 2 pi x squared. Oh, that's fun. That goes away? Really?
Everything's 2.
Really?
Well, you want me to check real quick? I'll check.
No, it's right. No, it's right. It's right. That's just kind of funny. Okay, cool. All right, these go away. Nice. Goodbye.
Oh, we're amazing.
Okay, so really f of x is just equal to 2 pi x plus 2 pi. All right? How do I take the derivative of this, teacup?
Derivative of 2 pi and what?
2 pi x. What's the derivative of 2 pi x? This sometimes scares people because they see like a letter here. This is just a number. Imagine I had a function which is like equal to like 6x. What's the derivative of 6x?
Derivatives are where you lower the power and
Bring the power
multiply
down
it.
and then you drop it by 1. Yep.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, you bring the power down by 1, and then you
Yeah.
multiply everything.
Okay.
Then you multiply it by the new number. Okay. So we're trying to do 2 pi x.
Mm-hmm. This is like
Okay,
2
let's
pi
do
times
it.
x to the 1.
Well, now we have 2. Now we have 0. So now it's just times you. What?
No. You multiply this by this, okay? So that's going to become 2 pi times 1, right?
Wait,
And then
hold
you
on,
drop the
can't-
power. This is x to the 0. What is x to the 0?
X to the 0 is just 0. No, it's 1.
No, it's 1. Yeah, this is an important thing. Anything to the 0 power is 1, except 0 to the 0. Yeah, so this
0
just
to the
be
0 is 0.
actually I think it's undefined. So
It is.
this is just 2 pi is what it is. Okay?
Oh.
What about this?
I'm sorry.
What-
Did it just go into -1?
Well, think about this. First you got to multiply by the power, right? So this is
Yeah,
2
so we have
pi times 0.
2 pi times 0. So
What's
now
2
we
pi
got
times
1.
0?
So now it's just 1.
No, and then this is x to the minus 1. But no. What's 0 times anything?
0 times anything is 0.
0. Yeah, this just goes away. Goodbye.
I'm forgetting my multiplication table.
It's okay. No, it's alright. It's alright. Okay. This is a derivative. F prime of x is just equal to 2 pi. That's bad.
I think I'm Gold's dumbest student.
That's bad.
Gold, am I your dumbest student?
No, you're not my dumbest student. You're probably one of my smartest.
Am I one of your?
Dude, I don't think there
dumbest
is a maxima on this stuff. Dude, dude, Harvard, this is some Harvard grade bullshit, dude. What?
No, it's because they made a mistake and
And they carried through doing this?
because it was supposed to be 1 minus x.
I see. Yeah, because I was about to say like this stuff like doesn't do anything anymore because of that mistake.
student?
Yeah,
I'm
like
trying
I
to
think
What's up, Ranton?
is it a mistake? I'm trying to see like
I think it is a mistake, dog.
because like it's 2 pi x times h. Yeah, like you can't be subtracting it.
Yeah, you're not
right?
subtracting.
So typically what I like to do is like for this one, it's like let's plug in x equals to like
X equals Y or X equals 0.
x equals to 0, right?
Yeah.
It would be nothing. But then like if it's half of the y, we're gonna have more area rather than less area. And we would have less area in the second one,
Mhm.
but we'll have more area for the first one, which
Yeah.
would make sense. Right?
Yeah.
'Cause-
This question is just bunk. They bunked this question. They really did.
trying to find the.
Yeah, show me the
where I got
solutions.
it.
Yeah.
Not any of
I mean, you can just do it with 1 minus x. Pretend like it's not
Okay.
for this problem.
All right, let's pretend. Let's play pretend, teacup.
Like, like actually.
We're gonna play pretend here. We're gonna play pretend. We're gonna pretend this is a minus. It's not, but okay. This is 2 pi x minus 2 pi x squared plus 2 pi minus 2 pi x squared. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I guess the question inside the cease existing, so I don't have it anymore.
It's okay. This is minus 4 pi x squared plus 2 pi x plus 2 pi. This is what the new function is, okay? Derivative of this, okay? Let's do the derivative. See if you remember how to do derivatives again, okay?
Oh no, how do we do derivatives?
How we do
So
derivatives this. You got it.
We times everything by 500.
Nope.
Okay, so we go times it by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then we got negative 8 pi x.
Good.
And then we got plus 2 pi x.
No, just plus 2 pi, because this is x to the 1, right?
Oh, yeah.
It becomes 2 pi, but then this drops down to 0.
Oh,
And then
my
x to the
God.
0 is just
And
1.
then we just have 2 pi.
Now, what's the derivative of 2 pi?
Derivative of 2 pi. 0.
0.
1.
0. This is x to the 0.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
All right,
Can we
my
combine
next
them
step, is, right, I need to figure out where this derivative is equal to 0.
now?
Right? Because when the derivative
It's
is equal to
too
0,
hot.
it's too hot.
No, it's 2 pi.
Well, I don't think it's 2 pi. So let's set this equal to 0. 0 equals negative 8 pi x plus 2 pi. Okay. Move this to the other side.
Minus 2.
8 pi x equals 2 pi. You see what this is yet?
Divided by, no.
You see it?
Do we divide it by 2 pi?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, but then we got 4x equals 0.
4x equals 1.
Oh.
2 pi over 2 pi is just equal to 1.
Yeah, I got no idea what to do.
X equals 1/4, right?
Oh, math. I didn't like it.
Oh, math. Okay. That's what it'd be. That would be the local maxima, I guess.
Sorry for being stupid.
You're not stupid. You're not stupid.
I am definitely stupid.
Use a second derivative test to verify it's a maxima.
I don't think we want to do that anymore.
No, it's easy. The second derivative test, all that's asking is like what's the second derivative? Which means just take the derivative of the first derivative. You just do the derivative again.
Derivative of the first derivative.
Yeah. But what's the derivative of this?
Derivative, so we got. Let's just times 0 and times 0.
No. How do I take the derivative of negative 8 pi x? That.
Derivative of negative 8 pi x. That would be times 1.
Mm-hmm. So negative 8 pi. And then what about the x? What happens with the x?
It's gone.
It's gone. Just 1.
Hate it. We want
It's
it
just-
gone, and then we just have 0.
Sure, good. Goodbye. Okay, the
We
second
hate
derivative. You see how the second derivative is negative, and it doesn't matter what x is? The second derivative is always just negative 8 pi. This is important because the second derivative, okay, of a function describes what's called curvature. If the second derivative is positive, then stuff looks like a happy face. If the second derivative is negative, then it looks like a sad face as well. That's the curvature. Okay? I could put like little things like this. Yeah, right? Okay. Which one of these has the critical point being a max? Critical point, let's remember, is where the derivative is equal to 0, right? That's this point, okay? So which one, Teacup? When the second derivative is positive or the second derivative is negative? Which one has the critical point being the biggest?
Ooh, when it's negative, right?
Yeah, good. Yeah, see, when it's negative, the critical point's a max, right?
Sad faces.
Good. So that's why. The second derivative is negative, so that confirms to you that this critical point is a maximum. In terms of the global maximum, I don't care. Like, you know, this question's already fucked. So, good job.
I'm sorry for being stupid.
It's okay.
I'm very stupid.
Hopefully, you learned some stuff from that. I think you did. That's
I
good.
did.
That's good.
I learned
Perseverance
that
is key.
My faces are better. Okay, bye.
Okay, you're good, dude.
I'll be back.
All right, you're good. You're good. All right, let's see. Teacup gets a point. Okay, what questions we got?
This might be a really stupid question.
What's up, brother?
Do you find points of inflection?
Oh, how do you find points of inflection? Oh, that's good. That's when the second
don't
derivative is
know.
0. Is what it is. Kind of cool. So yeah, a little mini lesson. Okay, so let's say for instance, you have. Let me draw something. Let's say you have a graph that looks like this. Okay. If we were to look at, for instance, the slope of this graph, right? You see how the slope goes from negative to 0 to positive to 0 to negative?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So let's say this is like f of x, right? And then f prime of x would technically be shifted over, but let's not worry about that now. Actually, here, let me look at what like the second derivative would be. Okay. So the second derivative here, right? You see how this one looks like a happy face, right?
Mhm.
So in this region, the second derivative is going to be positive, okay? However, in this region, right, the second derivative is going to be negative. So there had to be some turning point when the second derivative went from being positive to 0, sorry, positive to negative, and that happens right here, where the second derivative is equal to 0. That's when the curvature changes from concave up to concave down.
Is that your point of inflection?
Yes, that's the inflection point. Is when, yeah, the second derivative is 0.
Oh, inflection.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Inflection points are cool because, you know, you can get, you know, I'm sure if Hypatia were here, Hypatia could talk all about, like, manifolds. There's, like, you can get, for instance, saddle points. You heard of saddle points before?
Mhm.
So you can get stuff like this. Things that, like, literally look like saddles, you know? Where, like, it's concave up this way, but it's concave down this way, but it's concave up this way. And this is, like, I guess, like a super inflection point or something. Or this is like a instability point. But yeah, the curvature change.
Yeah, so inflection point. Another thing is like if you know a little bit of physics, it kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
Like the position is like you can think of it as like where you're, like where you are, obviously, and then the derivative is your velocity. So if your velocity is positive, you see you're going up. If your velocity is negative, you're going down. And then what happens is if you have what's it called, zero acceleration, then you can kind of see like you were kind of like accelerating, and you kind of start to like you were moving up, and then you start to kind of turn around, right? So if you were in a car, you can kind of see like what happens if you start to like slow down, and you can think of it as like where your acceleration becomes zero. That's another way of like about it. I don't know if that's helpful.
Yeah, do you drive, Noise? Do you drive a car?
I'm learning to drive.
He's
Yeah.
learning to drive. Okay, so you're learning about some acceleration, right?
Yeah, I'll do it too quick though.
It says, do they have the big L's they make you put on your cars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's always too funny, dude. The big like L for learner. People in the U.S. probably don't know about this, but here I'll show. Learner's permit, UK. So they put a big L on your license first off, and then what's up?
Why?
If you're learning to drive, so for instance, if you haven't driven if you're not, I don't know. I don't actually know what the requirements are, but like when you're first getting your license and you're learning to drive, they put a big L on your license to be like you're a learner's. And then when you're driving a car, they make you put a big L on your car. So that everybody else around you knows to stay the fuck away from you because you're just learning how to drive.
Yeah, no one ever does though. They just get more mad and start beeping when you
Really?
stall or something.
Really? Yeah. But it is required, right? Like people still do this. They put the L on the car. Yeah, you have to do
It's
this, right?
compulsory.
It's kind of funny, yeah. It's actually, there's a huge difference too. Even in okay, in the United States, within the different states, there are differences in what you need to do to be able to drive. But once you have a driver's license in one state, you're allowed to drive in all the other states. But different states have different levels of, difficulty in order to get your driver's license. Some states are definitely more easier than others. So there is kind of like some disjointedness to this. Like for instance, when I had to learn how to drive in Texas, I had to parallel park. I had to know how to parallel park. But apparently
That's easy.
yeah, well, it's not the easiest thing to learn. I mean, nowadays it's easy because you got backup cameras. But like before backup cameras, like it was a little bit tricky to know how to parallel park.
Really?
Yeah,
I
especially
think it's the easiest maneuver.
is it? Oh well, okay, dude.
Yeah.
I've straight up seen girls like out in Hollywood and whatnot who are just giving up. Like they're like, I can't get this car, and
That's
I have to get
problem, though.
out of my car and be like, do you need me to park this car for you? And they're like, yes, please. I'm like, okay, I got you. Maybe I should just like take the car and run off. But yeah, it's parallel parking is I don't think a requirement in California. You don't have to do it as part of the test, which is dumb because yeah, if you park anywhere in the city like downtown LA or anything, you need to know how to parallel park. Otherwise, you can't park the car. But maybe it's part of a whole racket thing to get people to pay $20 for the parking lots. I don't.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's probably it. The other big difference.
Took all their cars.
What's up? What's up, Nick?
Have took their cars.
I could have taken their car. Yeah, well, usually I'm in my car, so like I have to get them.
Oh,
It is how funny how like yeah they will be like they'll just gladly be like yeah can you please just park this for me? Like yeah okay. Like all right I got you.
This too.
Yeah, there's another huge difference in getting a motorcycle's license. So a motorcycle license in the U.S. is pretty basic. You got to take a course for like 3 days, and then you just have to like pass a written test and very easy like driving test. In the UK, I believe, to get a motorcycle license, it takes months, and you have to go on rides with like an instructor. Like you have to drive on the street, and an instructor has to like follow you and make sure you're doing the right
Yeah.
things.
There's an instructor in front of you and then one behind you as well.
Oh, there's one in front of you and one behind you?
What the hell?
Wow.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
dude, in the US, dude, to get a motorcycle license, you never drive on the street. You literally drive in a parking lot. And then they say, okay, you know how to drive a motorcycle. Here's your license.
Then you crash the next day.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
bro.
let me tell you, dude, accidents on motorcycles don't have a very high rate of, walking away from them.
Survival team.
That's why I always joke, like my car insurance is, I don't know, maybe I have like 3 cars, but like it's like $130, $140 a month or something. My motorcycle
Why do you
insurance
have
was
insurance?
that's another story. My motorcycle insurance was $90 a year.
Damn.
Yeah.
For what?
It was a nice bike. It was like a probably a couple $1,000, Ninja 500 or whatnot. The reason being is that if you get into an accident on a motorcycle, you're probably not going to live to claim the insurance. That's why I think the insurance is so cheap. Whereas, with a car accident, cars are pretty safe and whatnot, so you're probably going to be all right. Okay. Here, all right, we got Ethan.
Backwards,
and then-
so they're like, let's just let them die, and then
what was that, Ramton? Let them die, what?
I'm like, they're like, oh, hopefully they'll die, so we don't have to pay off. Like that's
Correct. Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's math. They just do math, right? Insurance is all math. It's how much do we usually have to pay out? How much do they pay in? And then let's make sure there's enough, cushy profit to pay for my yacht.
That is.
Yeah, so they've done the math, and most people on motorcycles don't claim insurance, don't make insurance claims, so we don't need to charge them that much.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I always wonder if I'd get a motor. I've had like 2 motorcycles in my life, and then I sold mine like around COVID because I wasn't really riding anymore. But I always wonder if I'd get another one. But then I always kind of think of, I'm kind of lucky that I didn't ever die on it yet. So maybe I should just count my blessings and not get a motorcycle. But they are really fun.
See, I kind of want to get one, but my
They're
mum
super
won't let me.
fun. Yeah, dude, I imagine, dude, any parent won't let their kids get a motorcycle because it is literally a death machine. And it's not your fault, honestly. It's other people. Someone else will be like sipping their latte, especially in today's society, and on their phone messaging or whatnot. They won't see you. They're gonna hit you, and you're just not protected. Like your organs are not gonna be happy. So. Different times. Ethan, what's up? You want to do some physics? This is cool. This is Newton's. What is this? Newton's second law, third law? I think it's the second law.
What happened to his first one? What
Maybe it's
about
Newton.
his first law?
What is Newton? Is Newton's first law a body in motion stays in motion? Is that what it is? I just forget which one. Yeah. The
I don't know
second
about-
one is F equals ma, and the third one is every force has an equal and opposite force, right?
I always had a third rule.
Yeah, I think the third rule is every reaction has an equal and opposite reaction. Something. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
I don't get that because I saw an image of like one guy having a small hand and pushing it against one big guy with a big hand. I didn't get that.
Yeah, no, we can go over that later. That's a good one. Yeah, that's one that confuses people. But okay, here, let's do this.
I like these types of questions, by the way. But
Pardon?
yeah, like, you were right about the Newton's laws. First is inertia. Second is F equals ma.
F equals ma, and
Or the better way of thinking about it is the sum of or F net. Or
yeah,
like
yeah. I like
sum
sum of F is equal to ma.
is equals to.
Is
And then third one is every force F. Usually they like subscript
F12 equals like negative F21.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. I know Newton's laws. Okay. All right. Boxes A and B are connected to a light vertical rope as shown. A constant upward force of 76 newtons is applied to box A, starting from rest. Box B wait, what? Box B is descending? That's not good.
Isn't it good? It's ascending.
I get it. There's a force, but also the box is falling. The tension of the rope is 30 newtons. What is the mass of block B? This is a complex question, Ethan. Pretty cool, though.
I
Okay.
didn't know it was complex. I thought it was simple.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, to me, yes. To you, no. So, all right, here, we'll do it. Okay. All right, the first thing you always want to do, Ethan, whenever you have these types of questions, okay, is you want to draw what's called a force diagram for each, okay?
Also, Vertigo,
What's up?
I don't know any about his 3 laws that I.
It's okay, don't-
talk about.
Yeah, don't worry about the 3 laws. We're going to go over the second one.
I only know the that is F equals ma.
I'm going to teach it to you. Watch.
Okay.
So, we have a block A and a block B, and what I need to do is draw all the forces that are acting on these blocks, okay? That's the key to doing these types of questions. Okay? So let's think about block A. Just look at block A here, okay? What forces are acting on block A?
What you mean? Which forces?
So what is pulling on block A?
F.
F. Good. Right? And they tell me that the upwards force is 76 newtons, okay? So I'm going to draw an arrow from the center of A pointing up, and I'm going to say this is F. I'm going to say P, like the pulling force, and this is 76 newtons. Okay?
What's newtons?
Newtons is the unit of force. It's a unit of like how hard you push on something.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Okay.
Is there anything else acting on A? Is there anything else that could be like pulling on A?
No, but I think A is pulling B.
A is connected to B. This is important, okay? A is connected to B by a rope, okay? Do you see how there's a rope here?
Yeah.
Okay. This rope has what we call tension in it. Do you know what tension is?
Isn't it like something that has like a flow?
It's like how tight something is. You know, have you ever seen like a rope? If a rope is like loose, right? Like a string, if a string is loose, it's kind of like wobbly and whatnot. But then if you pull at either end of it, right, it gets very tight.
Okay.
Right? That's called tension. Okay?
Oh, alright.
So now here's the key thing about tension, okay? Tension acts at both sides of the rope, okay? And it's the same amount, just opposite directions, okay? We'll get to this. So there's a rope here, Ethan, right? Connecting A to B. Which direction do you think the rope is pulling A? Is the rope pulling A down or is the rope pulling A up?
Down?
Good. So I'm going to draw another arrow here, Ethan. I'm going to call this force of tension. And they tell me right here, they say the tension in the rope is 30 newtons, so that's going to be equal to 30. Good?
Okay.
Okay. There is an additional force that we forgot here, okay? And this force comes from the Earth, and it applies to anything that is on Earth, okay? Do you know what that force is?
No.
That force is called gravity,
Alright.
okay?
Do we seriously still have gravity in this?
We do, yeah, because I assume we're on Earth, okay? So there's an additional force here, Ethan, we have to draw, okay? Which is the force of gravity. Okay.
Why is the line out? Why is the line out of the
Well,
box, right?
I would put it here, but then they're on top of each other. I want so I can just see both of them. Okay.
Why can't you put it on the side?
I don't know. Well, where else would you put it? Where do you want to put it?
Why don't you just put it on the side then?
I am putting it on the side. I'm just gonna put it here.
And I mean on the side, on the A box, like on the edge.
Oh yeah, no, I can do that too. Yeah, you can do whatever. That's cool. Let's do it there. Cool.
Alright.
Okay. Great. All right. And then the key thing with this is you're gonna learn this. The force of gravity is always equal to the mass of an object, which I'm gonna call ma because this is the mass of block A. And then this is times g, or sorry, locate.
G, huh?
That's the 9.81 you learn. Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right. Let's look at box B. Okay. Let's look at box B. What force do we know is acting on box B? We can kind of cheat and think about what force did we just draw on box A?
Well, we know that it's having force by F. Okay.
No, not actually. No. The force from F is only acting on box A. It's only attached to A. It doesn't attach to B.
So only A is connected to B. It's not like kind of forcing it. It's just
Good.
connected to it.
A is connected to B. That's very good. That's very good. Yeah. And actually, this is kind of a cool thing. Because the rope, you do see that the rope connects A to B, right?
Yes.
What direction do you think the rope acts on the B block? Does the rope push down on the B block, or does the rope pull the B block up?
It's upwards, right?
Good.
Since
Yes.
it's down.
Yes. This is what Newton's third law is, Ethan, which says that like every force has an equal and opposite force. That's kind of relating these two things. The tension force, it's okay. So the tension force, right, which is the force on the rope, is the same at either ends, right? But it points down for this block and it points up for this block.
Okay, that's a little confusing.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's not terribly important to the question.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, just know that we have a rope here, right? And that rope is pulling up on the block, and that rope has a tension of 30 newtons. Okay?
Alright.
What's another force on the block B here?
Is it the tension?
No, we already drew the tension.
Okay, but I think that's the only force.
What did we talk about? The force of the Earth. What does the Earth do to everything?
Oh, right, it's gravity.
Gravity! Yes! So there's a force of gravity, Ethan. You can't forget gravity, dude. Don't forget gravity.
Yeah.
And this force of...
Stop down.
Yeah, this is the mass of block B times gravity. Okay? See that?
Okay. Also, what was with the FG thing?
That's what the force of gravity means. This is just force of gravity.
Okay.
All right. Very cool. And then the other thing... Yeah, what's up? What's up, Branson?
Can I add something?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah. So one of the things, like, here's one thing that it confuses a lot of people is like, in here we have the force F, right? And you're thinking, okay, if force F is pulling up B as well, right? So, but like, how is it that we don't consider that? Well, it's kind of pulling B through the rope that is attached to A,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
So how you can think of it is, if the rope didn't exist between A and B, would B go up?
Yeah, let's say there was no rope here, Ethan. Would the B block go up?
I don't think the B block would even be there in the first place.
It wouldn't. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's how you can think of why F doesn't actually act on B.
Yeah,
directly.
it acts indirectly is what we say, Ethan. So like this F force doesn't directly affect block A. Sorry, doesn't directly affect block B, but it does technically through the tension in the.
Yeah, it does kind of connect the two of them directly. So
Good,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah, good. Okay. All right. What do you think?
So now what? We gotta plug in what we know.
Well, yeah, there's a couple things here. Okay, so now we have to use Newton's second law. Okay, Ethan. Which
What's the
says
second law again?
that's this
F
one.
equals ma.
F equals ma. But more importantly, it's F net equals ma. So it's the net force equals ma.
Okay, I can't see that. What's this? I can't see it. The
Net.
F net thing.
The net force is equal to ma.
Okay.
Okay. Net force is like, you know, let's say for instance, Ethan, I give you $5, but you give me $2. What was like the net amount of money you got?
Isn't that $3? Like
Yeah,
I got
good.
you more than.
Yeah, exactly. Good. That's net. Yeah. The same thing with forces, okay? Do you see how some of the forces are up and some of the forces are down?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to call the up forces positive. I'm going to call the down ones negative. This is just a common convention that we, okay? So,
Convention.
convention means like style. Okay? So here, let's do the sum of the forces for block A, okay? So what forces, so this fancy thing here, this means sum. This just means add them all up.
Yeah. I think Noise taught me that. I think.
Good, very
maybe I
good.
just learned that. I think
Good job,
You
Noise.
told me that.
Maybe I did. It's okay. Okay.
Either way, you also do a good job teaching.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay.
You can go to Noise, okay?
Yes, Noise is good. You like Noise. All right, so let's add up all the forces, okay? So what forces do I have on block A?
Well, we already have the F force that's
Good.
pulling A direction.
So I'm going to say this is equal to 76, right? Plus, let's add up another force. What's another force we have here?
It's a gravity.
Gravity, good. Now the key thing here is, Ethan, this force is negative. So instead of writing plus negative MAG, I'm just going to write this as minus MAG.
I already know this. That's so simple. Like, I don't need to know the plus minus stuff.
Oh, good,
I
good.
already know it's
I'm just making sure. Okay. And then what am I going to do with this 30 then? How do I put this into my formula?
Wait, that's an entirely different letter, like a variable. That's N, not M.
This is M. Yeah, don't worry about it. This is the mass. We don't know the mass of the blocks yet.
Yeah, but that's a Newton thing.
Oh, the N here?
I don't know how. Yeah, see? How are
Oh,
we
that's
gonna
just
do that?
that's just units. That's units. Don't worry about the units. Don't worry about the units.
Then how are we gonna plug this into a formula?
So, well, because all these things are going to be assumed to have the same units of N of newtons. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we have the 76 here, right? Minus mg, and then also minus 30 is what we're going to say. Okay.
Okay.
And then all of these forces is going to equal the mass times the acceleration of that object, okay? So what I'm going to say is that, so let's simplify this a little bit. How can I simplify 76 minus mg minus 30?
Can't you do 76 minus 30 first?
Good. Yes, I can. What is 76 minus 30?
Okay, so they're 46.
Good. So I have 46 minus mag is equal to the mass, which is ma, times acceleration, which is little a. This A here, Ethan, just signifies which block we're looking at. Okay.
So we're looking at the A block.
Good. And this is an equation. This is a great equation, okay? That relates the acceleration of something to the mass of it, gravity, and another number. Okay? We know what gravity is, but I don't know what the mass is, and I also don't know what the acceleration is. Okay?
Okay.
So we need another formula. So let's maybe look at this block and try to do some stuff. Okay.
So what if we do like FB or something?
Good. Sum of forces B is equal to what? What are the forces on B?
The 30. The
Good. Very good.
Newtons.
30.
Minus MBG, right?
Nice.
Yes.
And it's minus, well, or I think that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh.
And that equals MB times A. Good.
Okay, yeah.
And I have another formula here. 30 minus MBG is equal to MB times A. Okay. We have two formulas here.
Okay, do we have to combine them then?
Yeah, this is you remember we did simultaneous equations when we were solving like way back in your algebra class?
Or equation system, as you would say?
Yes, equation systems.
I like to reformat as systems of equations to equation systems. They're kind
Yes.
of the same.
Yeah, the same thing. Systems of equations, yeah. Yeah, this is a systems of equations. However, there's kind of a problem here, Ethan, because there's three things I don't know. I don't know MA, I don't know MB, and I don't know the A. Yeah. So there's some more information in this question which will allow us to get the acceleration, and it has to do with this.
Isn't that the distance and the time?
Good.
If we were talking about
Distance. This is good. This is kinematics, right? Good, exactly. You see how like physics builds on itself? Like we're doing a force question here, but we're using kinematics.
You know, it's just like when you get promoted to classes, you use some of the old techniques you learned from last class.
Exactly. Yes, dude. Yes. Good. You're getting it. Okay. So, Ethan, I need to use this information to determine what the acceleration of the box is. Okay?
Alright.
So
how are we gonna do that?
let's look at some of the words. So starting from rest. What does starting from rest usually mean?
0, yeah. 0.
That says the initial velocity is equal to 0. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it says box
And-
B descends 11.5 millimeters. What is that? What is that? What unit? What quantity is that? Sorry.
The quantity is distance.
Distance. Good. So I'm going to call that delta x. I'm going to say delta x, and I'm going to say negative 11.5 because it's going down.
Why can't you put D in that?
Uh,
As distance. Because I like
could-
to use my
you like what is that what's in your equation? You use D.
yeah, I only use that. I like use only the first thing that I learn.
Okay, that's
Because-
fine.
Maybe there is like a Suvat or a Delta X thing. It's just that I'm not familiar with those, so I rather use D.
Okay, that's fine. You can use D. Okay, and then what's the 5 here?
It's obviously time.
Time. Time is equal to 5. Okay. So what equation? And then and we're trying to figure out, right? This is what I always like to write what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out the acceleration, Ethan, right? So what equation do you know from kinematics land has all these things in it?
Okay. So see, you want a formula that has B, I, D, and T in it, and A as well.
Good, exactly. Very good.
So what I'm thinking of is like, hold on. It's gonna be like X is equal to.
I think this is the one you guys use, right?
No, we use like VI and VF. Remember?
Yeah, VI, right?
Yeah.
Noise. Okay. Then what am I going to do with this? How am I going to use this stuff to plug into here?
So we gotta plug in what we know. Like we already know that the x is negative 11.5.
Yes, good. X is negative 11.5, good. XI,
And we know
you can usually call that just 0, right? We can call the initial position 0.
Why is it even x and not this vi?
Sorry?
Why is it xi?
Because it's the initial position.
Okay.
So really what happens here, Ethan, is we move this over, and you have x minus xi is equal to vit plus 1/2 at squared, okay? And then this thing, Ethan, this is d. This whole thing here is d. That's why we write it like this.
Okay.
So good. This is a negative 11.5. What did we say the initial velocity was?
0 since we touched on that.
Okay, good. Go away. We don't need that. Cool. Then we're left with this, right?
We
1/2.
already know that the time is 5 seconds.
Yeah, the time is 5 seconds. Good. We have 5 squared, which is just 25,
Which is-
right?
Yeah. And then what you got to do is like I think the first thing you want to do is like have the 25 over 2.
Yeah, I would maybe just multiply both sides by 2, Ethan, to get rid of that, because I see this as a half.
So where did this 2 come from then?
I'm just multiplying both sides by 2 to get rid of the 1/2.
Okay.
I mean, you can also do it this way here. We can do it this way. 25 over 2 times a. That's what you want.
Yeah. And then wouldn't that be like something 0.5? Like 12.5?
Good. That would be 12.5. Let's leave this as a fraction though, Ethan, because I want to show you a trick that makes things easier. Okay. What do I do to get rid of this 25 over 2?
So you gotta multiply by both sides, right?
By what?
By 25. Wait, hold on. You wanted to multiply by 2, right?
By 2. Good. Multiply both sides by 2, because that gets rid of this, right?
Yeah.
And then the cool thing here is 2 times 11.5. What's that?
Well, it's like negative 11.5. So if I can rethink this correctly, it's 23.
Good. Yeah. Good. That gets rid of it. Okay. So this is negative 23. Okay. And then we just divide both sides by 25, right?
Yeah, since we don't want just 25a, we just want a.
That's dope.
Good. Okay. So now we figured out what the acceleration is. Okay. We figured out. Pardon?
You were gonna show me some trick.
No, you did it. You did the trick. You did it. Good.
Oh, wait, what was the trick?
The trick was just to multiply by 2 over 25, but you did the same thing. You multiplied by 2 and then you divided by 25.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So here's a key thing here, Ethan. So in both of these equations, right, for block A and block B, you see how we have an acceleration? Okay.
Okay.
But since these blocks are connected to each other by a rope, this means that the acceleration of this block is the same as the acceleration of this block.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Not really, but also one question. Why can't you convert the 23 over 25 to like maybe a percentage?
I can, I know it's a common thing for you guys. You guys don't like fractions. I don't know why. Why does no one like a fraction? Fractions are
It's
cool.
kind of messy to put in an equation.
All right, well, whatever. I'll divide it. Okay. It's 0.92.
92.
0.92.
It's 92%.
Yeah, no, it's not a percent. It's a number. It's not a percent. It's just a number.
Why not a percent?
Because a percent describes a part out of a whole. Acceleration isn't a part of a whole. It's a number that's less than 1.
Also, this is less than 1? Like
Yeah,
0.8 left?
No, 0.8 is like a number less than 1. Like, let's say, for instance, I have 0 and like 1, right? 1/2 is
But see, the thing
0.5.
is- Okay.
Yeah?
The thing is that if it were to get 0.8 more, then it won't be considered as like an acceleration thing.
No, it's still an acceleration. It's just a number, Ethan. It's just a number.
Okay.
All right.
So back to what you were saying.
Yeah, back to what I was saying. So these blocks, right, are connected by a rope. Okay.
Yeah.
That means however fast one of these blocks moves, the other block will move with the same speed because they're connected. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like as if two people were on the same rope and then they'll go on the exact same speed.
Exactly. That's the key thing here.
But wait, hold on. One question.
Yeah.
What if the two people were swinging on the rope? Wouldn't the person higher have less speed than the other? Than the one lower? Because
Yes.
they'll be swinging
Less,
higher.
yeah, that's different. That's rotational motion. That's something we have to get into a little bit later. Yeah, that has to do with linear motion and rotational motion. Don't worry about that.
How many motions are there in the real world? Because
The
there's
real
so
world,
much.
really just linear and rotation, honestly. Yeah, linear and angular. That's kind of all you really deal with in physics.
And harmonic motion is something what?
Harmonic motion is kind of a combination of the two, per se. Or like both are present in it.
That's just when you were talking about the swing. That's what I typed.
Yeah, the swing. Yeah, well, if it swings back and forth, it's harmonic.
Okay.
Okay. So the key thing here, Ethan, is that the acceleration that is in each of these equations is the same acceleration because each block is moving at the same speed because they're connected. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So what that means is I'm going to replace this A here, right, with 0.92, and I'm going to replace this A here with 0.92, okay? This is cool because now we only have two variables we don't know. I don't know MA and I don't know MB. We're great.
Hey, Dr. Gold.
Yes.
This is another thing. What if you had 23.5 in there? That would be a little messy for me.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay, but yeah, you're right. If I wrote 23 over 25 instead, yeah, this would be some people would say that's ugly, but I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, honestly. Okay, 0.92. Let's just leave it. Okay.
So now we know. We don't know two things, just MA and MB.
Good. And I think what are they asking for? They're asking for the massive box B. Okay. I want to get this.
Okay. Can we also find A?
We could find the massive box A too if we wanted to, but we just need the massive box B, which means we just need to use this equation, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I have 30 minus 9.8 MB is equal to 0.92 MB. Okay. How do we figure out MB here?
Okay, so what I'm thinking of is that I think you gotta take away the 30 right there
How do we take away the 30?
by subtracting on both sides, right?
That's just gonna move. That's just gonna move the 30 from here over to the other side. That's all it's gonna.
All right. Wait, actually, I think I got another idea.
We want to get these things all on the same side.
Okay, so what I think you do is just move the 0.92 MB to the other side.
Let's move the 9.8 to the other side. I'll show you why.
Why? Isn't that a little bigger than 9.92?
Then 0.92 it is, but watch what happens. Let's say I add 9.8 MB to both sides, okay? Now I just get 30 is equal to, this is 0.92 MB plus 9.8 MB. You see how you can combine these?
You can, since they have the same thing.
Good, exactly, right. So this is going to end up being 0.92 plus 9.8, right? 10.72. So now I have 30 is equal to 10.72 MB. See that?
See, this is where I get confused. I'm like, wait, how does this make sense now?
Well, okay, this is just a number in front of a variable, right? This is the same thing if I have like 6 equals 3x, right? How do you solve for x?
All right, divide 3 by both sides.
Yeah, so what do I do here?
Or divide by 30 both sides.
No. I'm trying to get this by itself.
All right. Divide by 10.72 by both sides.
Good, very good. Okay, cool.
Yet again, I still mix this up.
It's okay. This is 30 divided by 10.72. Okay. That's equal to 2.8, I guess. That's what we're going to estimate it. Okay. So 2.8 is equal to MB, which whenever we do weights and stuff in physics, this is going to be in kilograms. Okay. So we're going to say that MB is equal to 2.8 kilograms. Cool?
Okay.
Good job, dude.
So one thing also I wanted to add, if that's okay.
Yes, please.
Is so for a question like this, like you did two parts that was looking from the almost like the perspective of box A, right? And then there was the perspective of box B.
Yep.
But then you can also look at it from the perspective of box or of force F, right? So let's say you're the person pulling this up, right? What would you feel like you're pulling up?
Oh, if you just combine this to be like a big block.
Yeah, exactly. So it would be, but I think with this one actually.
But the problem is that they want the mass of block B though. So if I call this like if A
yeah, but
and
then
B,
that gives you another equation to work with, right? Where you get 76. So the internal interactions between these.
yeah, I
kind
get
of
what
disappear.
76 minus MA plus MB times G, right, is equal to MA, I guess, right?
MA plus MB times acceleration. Yeah.
Oh yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool.
So
but the problem is like
yeah.
you're still kind of screwed though, right? Because you're just trying to get mass B.
Yeah, but I think
I know where
for
you
that one.
for this specific question, yes, this one is like bleh, but I know what you're talking about. If I wanted to find the classic one is you have what is it? They do this all the time. It's and then you're applying some force here,
exactly.
right? And they want to know what's the acceleration of each block, and you're like, oh well, let me just treat this as a whole block.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just saying that because like whenever you see questions like this, there is for this specific question because you don't have the mass,
right?
It's not going to be helpful. Also, box B is independently moving down, so you really can't kind of combine them into like a total mass because some of your mass is moving downwards and the other one is like moving upwards or something.
No, I think the whole system is moving down, but there's a force like trying to stop it. And that's why the acceleration is less than 1, right? The acceleration should be negative 9.8.
That makes a lot.
Right? Yeah. No, I was confused too at first when I saw this. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a force up, but this thing is descending. I was like, what?
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Yeah, it's like a drag force.
I guess you can still do that, and then you have the acceleration. You have like an acceleration down already.
Yeah.
So you have A in there, and then you can like try to solve.
It's a weird question. Yeah. This is at first I thought this was gonna be like a simple whatever, but then like they don't give you the acceleration, and I was like, oh man, I have to go into doing this as well. It's a cool example of like in physics why they ask you like multi-part things, and it always goes back to what did you learn in first semester.
Yeah.
It's a cool question, Ethan. Yeah, Noise is like, this is a pretty long-winded question. It is. I mean, I think this question took like 30 minutes. But the reason being is that there are a lot of different concepts that Ethan has never seen before. That we wanted to make sure you learned and understood every concept. Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. Like I feel like if you've never seen like these questions, this seems like
it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare
to do it. You don't know anything.
Sorry?
I said it's a nightmare to like try to approach this type of question if you don't know all the concepts.
You've never ran a 5K, you want to run a half marathon.
Yeah, this is the equivalent of let me go run a marathon before I've like even gotten out of the house. Teacup says good night, Gold. Oh, is it sleepy time for you already? Oh, I guess it is 9:30. Good night, Teacup. Teacup, come. Yeah, he's on the East Coast. Are you in Vancouver yet? No, your girlfriend's in Vancouver, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Vancouver on Tuesday.
Tuesday, that's right. Tuesday's traveling. Okay. Noise, you still awake? You want to do your question?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Oh, let me give points to Ethan for doing that. What did you write in the chat here, dude? What are you writing here? Noise if body aches or it's for somebody. Oh, you're writing Newton's third law. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Thank you, dude.
No, that's right.
What's up? What's up? What's up, Ethan?
I'm gonna leave now.
Okay. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, we're gonna do Jackbox on Saturday, and then Monday we're gonna do a kind of a special stream where we'll give out a really big prize. I'll make a post about it. So make sure you come to Monday stream.
It was so fun.
What's up? What's up, Ethan?
I'll let Brampton speak first.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, I was saying it was so fun. My friends were like, "Do you want to hang out Saturday?" And I was like, "I have something really important from 3 to 5."
Really important. I have to play Jackbox with kids.
Yeah, and like I was like, "Oh, I have important plans." No, it was fun.
No, I like saying it too. Like people ask me like, "Oh, can you do it?" I'm like, "Sorry, I got to play Jackbox with the kids." They're like, "The kids?" I'm like, "Yeah, kids." It's fun though. It's you know, I say it keeps me young. That's the.
Am I able to?
Sorry, what did you want to say, Ethan? What was up?
So, what is this big prize happening on Monday?
Yeah, Monday I'll probably give away, I don't know, like a $50 gift card or something. But we're gonna do a test run of this teaching software stuff called Brilliant. It's pretty cool. They have some cool courses. I'm gonna have you guys vote on. Rampton, did you see my message I said about that? Oh, Rampton's in the. Anyways, I'm gonna have you guys vote on what subject you want us to go over. But we're gonna kind of show how this app works to like learn science and math stuff. And if you participate during it, you'll get put into the raffle, and I'll give away a big prize.
Will that happen between Saturday and Sunday?
No, it's on Monday. Monday stream. The regular stream on Monday.
But then how are we gonna actually solve problems on this Brilliant thing?
Oh, because I'm gonna show it to you on the screen here. I'm gonna show it on office hours. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, I'm back. Were you saying something?
Oh yeah, I was saying, Ram, did you see my message about maybe coming up with some topics that the kids can vote on for like what they want to learn?
I actually thought about like it could be because we're trying to figure out like sounds interesting to you guys.
Exactly.
So it was like, how about this? To buy either later tonight or tomorrow, like early afternoon.
Yeah.
Like East Coast, so it would be morning, I guess.
Yeah.
West Coast. I can come up with like 3 different topics.
Yeah.
And then we could put it for vote.
Perfect.
And then you guys have like all of tomorrow and like maybe some of
Sunday,
Saturday.
yeah.
Sunday to like vote for it, and then after that we're gonna have like we want to have at least like a day or something.
Yeah, to like to go through it so that we know how to like teach it. Yeah, because I felt that Hypatia suggested like math history. And I was like, oh, the kids don't want to fucking learn that. And then I was like, well, maybe they do. Like, let's poll them. You know, that's the one thing I've learned in life is that like I don't know everything, and you know, data speaks.
So is this like some assessment or something?
It's not an assessment. No. It's not an assessment. It's not a test. It's just a cool walkthrough of an app that you can use to learn different math and science. You can learn a ton of stuff. Here I can let me just show it. It's so for instance, they have these courses, Ethan, in everything. Like, you know, math here, like learning system of equations, complex numbers. These are math topics, geometry, data analysis, probability. Yeah, they have something on fractals, right? So here, if we go to like, what is this, beautiful geometry, or this is like tessellations, right? Talks about like tessellations. It's cool. Like they have a lot of very cool content here. And what Rampton and I had, and Hypatia had a meeting the other day where, because I met with this company, I met with these people, and they gave me an account and they said, let's do a little test run to see how your kids like it. And if they do, we can give them accounts. This usually is $160 a year. But they do it for, they give it out to free. They give it out for free to students, but there's kind of, you know, there's a little technical side to that because I'm not technically a school, but, you know, I know you guys are kids. Anyways, so the idea would be like, there's some cool topics here. Like here, they have casino probability, you know, like how to play blackjack, and they talk about the math, like behind blackjack, and then they have these questions that you guys will go through.
I really don't know any blackjack stuff.
That's
really
why this is here. This is an app that you can just learn from. Is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have all sorts of things. Here we go. Complex numbers. That's Ethan. It's okay. Yeah, Ethan, we gotta get you a headset, dude.
Which headset?
Look, I can hear my voice in your mic.
I thought I lowered that thing down all the way.
Oh, it's okay. Do you have headphones? Do you not have Do you need me to ship you some headphones?
But I need to earn it for like how to earn money, okay?
Okay, all right. How's your selling your paintings going? Is that going all right?
I kind of stopped that for now.
Well, anyways, yeah, there's a lot of cool topics here. So, we'll come up with some ideas. Like, do they have some on cryptocurrency, right? Like how cryptocurrency works? Look at all this stuff, dude. What? The robustness of Zcash? Like, what even is this? What? Yeah, so the idea here is that we'll go through one of these courses that you guys will pick with you. We'll have you interact with it and participate. And then, you know, at the end, I'll do a giveaway for whoever participates. It's as like an incentive. You know? And then if that goes well, I can get accounts for you guys to do your own sort of lessons with them. And then we can maybe make another challenge in the on the Discord we have challenges for, you know, walking a certain number of steps or showing good grades. You could also show progress in this app, and then I would give credit for it.
Yeah. What if we do another one?
We could do another one too. We could just keep doing them. Yeah. Let's see how the first one goes.
Okay, well,
if there's enough
well,
interest and people want it, like I'll do it. That's but I got to make sure you guys actually want to do it. Cool.
All right, well, I gotta leave now.
All right, good. Enjoy your weekend, dude.
Good for you.
Thanks. All right. What is this? What is this noise? What is this? Is this implicit differentiation? Is that all this is?
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't bad. I'll show you how I do it, and then or actually, Rampton, you want to do this one? Here, Rampton, you can. Or you let me know if you want. You may be eating.
Yeah, I don't have my pad right now.
It's okay.
But
I'll do it.
Yeah, once it's the derivative, it'll be.
So, what I like to do, and like some people may like say I'm a bastard for doing. I've gotten flamed on the internet a lot for my video about this. I always treat everything as a variable you take the derivatives of, and every time you take the derivative of that variable, you just write dy or dx. Okay.
See, the thing is...
See, I see Rampton's already like, no.
No, I actually saw that video, and it was very interesting, because that is actually not wrong. Like,
it's not.
Turning that equation to what they call the full differential.
Yes.
Right? So, but however, I think when we are taking the derivative, you can think of the derivative as something that operates on the term.
Okay.
So if it's operating on x, like you pretty much you're doing the chain rule on everything.
Yes.
But when it comes to x itself,
you don't write dy dx after, is it?
To dx, which is just one.
Yes.
And then if the variable is something else, then you have dy dx or dz dx. So that's the thing. I don't think it's actually wrong. Like,
no, it's not wrong, but like certain math people, like certain heavy math people, just get like so mad at me for it. I'm just like, well, whatever, because the other way never made sense to me. So the full differential makes, and dude, that's one of my most successful YouTube videos. That one, because I think everyone gets taught this dy dx version. And it makes no sense to them, and they get confused for whatever reason. And then they see my way, and they're like, "Oh, this way makes sense." I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah, like it's not wrong. Like literally, the equations for entropy, that's how it's derived. Like we put full differentials. So,
exactly.
Yeah, you're getting hate for it. I'm like it's not wrong. So
people just love the hate. Okay. I appreciate it, dude. More comments on my videos like boosts my video to the top, so I don't care. But okay, let's try. Let me try to do it the not full differential way. Okay, and you let me know if I screw anything up here. So I think for this, right, this is going to be 2y dy dx, right?
Yeah.
And then this is a quotient rule, which is ugly. So that's 2x, 1 plus 2x. So I took the derivative of the top here, noise, times the bottom, minus the derivative of the bottom, which is 2, times the top, all over the bottom squared, which is 1 plus 2x. Good so far, yeah?
Right, is that quotient rule? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a quotient rule. So if you have a over b, a prime b minus b prime a all over b squared. It's ugly. You can also, you know how you can also do the quotient rule? You just using the product rule and the chain rule? So instead of saying a divided by b, I can say this is the same thing as a times b to the minus 1.
Yeah.
So this derivative, right, becomes a prime b to the negative 1 plus a b to the negative 1 prime times negative 1.
Yeah. Ugly.
Or sorry. No, it's not that. It's times negative 1, b to the negative 2 times b prime. That's what it is. Which I guess is kind of what this is anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just a simplified version. Like once you combine them together, you get the same thing.
You get the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, gross. Okay. So okay, I'm gonna move. So dy dx is going to equal 1 over 2y. So what is y then? Okay, so y squared is that. So y is equal to square root of x squared over 1 plus 2x. Right, Noise?
Yep.
Plus or minus.
You already say show. What's it called? Show that identity. So you don't even have to replace y. All you have to do is just divide by 2y on both sides, and then you're good.
Oh, okay. You don't even want me. Oh, sorry. They're doing. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. I forgot that there's a y in it. Okay, cool. Sometimes I say only in terms of x, and then that's what you needed. You're right. Okay. This is 1 over 2y. Oh, the cool thing is, the 2's cancel here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's just x 1 plus 2x. Wait, here, let me just expand that too. I'm gonna do a bunch of steps in one. X plus 2x squared minus x squared all over y 1 plus 2x squared. Oh, this is easy then. Oh, haha. Yeah. Right, because then this is minus x squared, right? Oh, where did I screw up though? Where's the minus sign?
No. It's plus x. It's 2x squared minus x squared.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's x plus 2x squared minus x squared. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is my this is why when I get to the 2-hour marker of like teaching, I'm just like, nah. Nah, dog.
And then you factor out the x.
Yes,
and then
okay, x. Oh, this was surprisingly nice and gentle, Noise. You didn't hit me with like something like super hard. Nice soft landing. It's a nice soft landing. You know how to do this, Noise. I know you do, right? You know how to do this.
See, I don't know quotient rule, product rule, chain rule.
So this is so interesting. Stuff. Yeah, okay. Because
Noise is the guy who can run the marathon but not the 5K.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, I feel like you can run laps around me sometimes in other math subjects, but you don't know the quotient rule? What?
Well, I don't technically learn it till I'm learning it this year.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like learning.
He's self-taught. He's self-taught. He's a self-taught guy.
Yeah.
I see.
Like, I can do differential equations, but that's because I wanted to learn it, so I did.
That's too funny. But then you don't know the chain rule and the product rule that you sometimes need for differential equations.
Yeah, like those are the things that you would like, because once you get to second order differential equations, it's by inspection.
I see.
Like you just look at it, you're like, oh, can I guess something? So if you know these stuff, then it's like, ooh, this looks familiar. So
I want to see, do they have a derivative part in this? Or is it calculus in a nutshell? Like, road to calculus.
I'll do that.
Yeah, vector calculus. They have a whole thing here. Vector calculus in a nutshell. I'd be curious to like just go through one of these courses. I think it'd be kind of fun. Yeah, let's see. You know, would you like this noise if I got you a license for this? Would you enjoy this? Would this be cool to you?
Yeah, the advanced stuff looks quite good.
Yeah, right. There's some cool stuff here. Like I even started because I was interested in what Hypatia does, and I went even into some of the, where was it? They have like some cool stuff on like group theory and.
Hey, yo.
Hypatia's math's cool as hell. Oh, hello, Hypatia.
What's up, Hypatia?
Yeah, I just got home from a university stuff.
Nice. There's nobody on campus, right? It's kind of like dead. Summer.
There are some people.
Good. Yeah. 3D geometry, like yeah, this stuff's probably pretty cool. Cuts through shapes, nets of cubes, building intuition,
Stuff's boring.
proving Euler's formula, dude. What's this, dude? B
Oh,
plus
there
F
you-
equals E plus 2. What's that? Vertices plus faces is edges plus 2.
But this thing is actually really, really deep and insightful. It's something called the Euler's characteristics.
Yeah,
It's
I see. I
something
wonder
that
how
is
deep this
used a
goes.
lot.
This is
Oh.
actually so. Actually, I don't know if you've ever guys seen those questions. It's like 3 houses, and then there's like the water, sewage, and what's it called?
The water
Electricity.
sewage house? What? 3 houses?
Yeah. So like, look up like
waters.
3 houses, water, sewage, and electric. Like
3 utilities problem.
yeah. So yeah, there you go. So you have. So the question is, this is something that you could, you know, it kind of inspires that Euler's characteristic formula. So you have 3 houses, and you need to provide, you know, electricity, water, and heat to them.
Okay.
Now the question becomes, you need to connect all of these with straight lines, but the
Uh-huh.
straight lines cannot go through one another.
Ooh.
So
Oh,
the
I see
question is,
this.
how do you do it? Now, for anyone who wants to, you can try.
It's
but
impossible though. It's impossible to
It's
do.
impossible.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
It's impossible. So,
Because what, you have 3 vertices and 3 edges, or 6 edges? How does this work? How is this working?
so essentially, what happens is, you in here you have, what's it called? You have 6 vertices, right? So I always forget the formula. So what is the formula again? Pull it up on the side. as
B
well.
plus F equals E plus
Yeah.
2.
So you have your vertices are
The 3 houses and the 3 utilities.
the 3 houses and the 3 utilities, yeah.
Okay. 6.
And then you have 6 plus, now F is where you want to, like, you can pretty much try to solve for it.
Okay.
Now, the edges, right?
Is that 9?
The edge. F is the faces, and then E is the edges. Yeah.
Yeah.
So edges, you need to have 9 lines, right?
Right.
So there you go, 9 lines. Now,
Okay.
because they can't cross one another, right?
Uh-huh.
What you want to essentially have is, in order for that formula to make sense, is edges.
If this is 9, right? So you have 11 is equal to
Yeah.
6 plus F.
Yeah, 5.
So F is equal to 5. Okay, so what's the significance of the 5 faces?
So now the question is, can you connect those lines so that you only have 5 faces, right? But you can't, right? Because the entire space itself, right, is 1, right?
Yes.
So the entire, like, space, like, outside of the world, like the whole plane, I guess the whole map, you can call it.
Oh, I see.
is
Okay.
1, right? So
A
that's
face is bordered by edges. I got it. Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, the whole outside is 1, and then
Yeah.
there's the outside of each one of the houses and the utilities.
I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, essentially it means you have to create 4 faces. Like,
Uh-huh.
and the 4 faces means these things have to cross one another, right? You can't have any crossings, right? So
Right.
the only thing that you could do is, okay, what if these things went around, right, and kind of just separated the outside from the inside as well? and you can only do that 2 times. So
Okay.
you're not going to be able to actually do that. So we can actually go through this problem at some point because it would be a lot easier if I'm just like
Yeah,
drawing.
let's get you to draw this at some point. This is a cool one.
I can offer another more I guess modern perspective. Like so, do you know how to actually solve this thing?
Yeah.
The 3 Blue 1 Brown, the grand person actually made a really cool merchandise.
Oh, there's a
of it.
Mobius strip. You can do a Mobius strip.
Yeah, you are going to dig a hole in it. Dig a hole on the plane. And do you know why it's like that? So go back to the formula. Go back to the like just move the edge to the left side. Now you have v minus e plus f equals 2. That's how Euler characteristic for a three-dimensional to a two-dimensional surface like an object is defined. It's an alternating sum. And for the objects without holes, it's always a constant. This alternating sum is a constant too. However, if there is a hole, like that's constant will be different.
Yeah.
Does
So
that make
there's a thing called the genus,
Yeah,
which is the
that's
number
the
of holes.
Wow, you guys going deep into the what genus? Okay,
Genus is the number of holes in
genus
in
1.
something.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a genus 0, so it's 2 minus the genus, 2 times the genus of the thing. So every time you puncture a hole, you subtract 2 from that.
Okay.
Yeah, so like a torus, or like let's say if you were to draw this on a cup, right? The handle of the cup creates a hole, right? So if you were to somehow go one line on the handle of the cup and one through the handle of the cup, right? These lines are not crossing each other anymore.
I see,
right?
I
But
see.
they're like, if you look at it from like top down, it looks like they're crossing one another, right? But in reality, they're not actually.
Yeah. So the
Because
blue one here
one is
would be like going
under
through the
the
handle, and this
handle.
goes on top of the handle.
Exactly, right? So
Ah.
then if you do that, then you can solve this problem, right? Because you
Cool.
need a genus 0 for this problem to do that.
Yeah, and Rampton, let me give you another thing. It's something you might be even more interested in. Euler characteristics that constant or genus or however you call it, it's a homotopy invariant. Do you like in topology? Have you ever heard of that word?
Homotopy invariant.
Yeah. So basically, you have a homeomorphism. Last time we talked about
So
homeomorphism.
let me try to see if I can guess what the definition. So homotopy is continuous deformation. So if I were to deform the material continuously without puncturing the hole in it, then the formula still stands. Is that correct?
Kinda. So like it's like the invariants so topological spaces when they are relatively good behaving instead of pathological, like you can actually assign a unique Euler characteristic to it through a thing called a cell decomposition or triangulation.
Okay.
And if you compute for 2 topological spaces the Euler characteristics and they are not equal, can you guess what will happen?
One of them they have different number of holes in them.
Yes, but what's the implication of, like, what's the difference between a cube and a torus?
Curvature.
No, it's not about geometry. So curvature is a more geometrical thing.
Yeah,
Think
I
about
don't,
topology. Like, what do topologists do? Like, what do they do when they have a coffee mug?
Oh, okay. I see here.
You
cannot continuously deform a
Yeah,
cube
cannot-
into a torus.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, because
That's
you need to make a hole. You have to puncture it somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
But you
that's
can
called
but you can make
homotopy
a coffee mug from a torus, right? Using this animation.
because if you triangulate the coffee mug and you triangulate the torus, and then you calculate the Euler characteristic, they are the same. They have
Wow.
metal in it. They have genus 1. I don't remember how much is their Euler characteristic. Maybe 0.
This is like the cool like far out math stuff. You need to just like have a
Yeah.
nerd out math times.
Yeah.
All right, I do have to run though because it's been like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thank you everyone for coming to Office Hours. Really appreciate it. If you're not a part of our Discord yet, please join our Discord. Here's the link. We're gonna do Jackbox games tomorrow. I will not stream those, but please come by. I'm gonna do them at noon, so an hour earlier. Rampton, that works for you, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So that'll be
That's perfect.
12 o'clock Pacific, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, and then Rampton, Hypatia, and I will come up with some math topics for you guys to vote on for Monday's stream. And
Yeah, I said by tomorrow, like noonish. What I was thinking is we can come up like each of us. I guess we can each of us kind of.
yeah, everyone just submit
or
one.
we can, yeah, submit one topic you think might be interesting, and then we can put it down for a vote and
The students will
the
vote. I'll have the
announcement
students
section,
vote on what
and
it
then-
is.
yeah, and then we'll let people decide which of the 3 they find most
Yeah.
interesting.
Because maybe they do want to learn math history. I know I kind of shot down math history, Hypatia, but like I want if the kids want it, like we'll do it.
It's honestly more interesting than you think. Like
I'm
I'm
sure
not
it
a
is.
big fan of history myself.
I hate history.
but math history is
Before you all go, let me show you this thing so that I can
Okay.
convince you, like why it's math history might be fun. Like,
Okay,
let
cool.
me send you this.
All right, send it to me. Send it to me, dude.
This one, and then also.
I'm gonna head out also. Okay. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see you at 3, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
Be it in the office hour.
Oh,
chat.
dude, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is University of Texas, dude. This is my alma mater, dog.
Yeah, like wait, then you should probably know like the N category lab.
Biased decision now.
Dude, I'm
All right,
biased,
see you
dude.
guys.
See ya, dude.
That's dope.
I don't think I've ever been to this place once. Let me switch to the